This slide tells about the OSP of V3 cost calculation. As you are seeing in this formula, the link cost is achieved with the help of four important parameters, which are the bandwidth, resources, latency, and L2 factor. So, and the calculation for each of these parameters are also given in the picture. So this is all about the OSP of V3 protocol. Next, we shall move on to the EIGRP protocol. EIGRP, the Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. So for IPv6, the most of the functionalities which are used in IPv4 remains the same, but there are some little changes available. So this EIGRP is a Cisco proprietary protocol, and it makes use of the dual algorithm, which is the diffused update algorithm for calculating the shortest path to reach the destination. And yes, as I mentioned, the working is the basic functionalities remains the same for IPv6 and IPv4 in EIGRP, whereas there are few restrictions. First restriction about the interfaces. That is, the interface can be directly configured with the EIGRP without the use of the global IPv6 address. And there is no network statement in the EIGRP. And next, the router ID configuration. So the router ID should be configured for the V6 protocol instance before it is run. And one more unique feature is the shutdown feature. So this EIGRP for IPv6 has a shutdown feature. It ensures, but it has a shutdown feature, but you have to make sure that the protocol is no shutdown for its proper functioning. So these are some basic introduction to the EIGRP protocol. Next, moving on to the EIGRP features and components. Yes, as I've told, this EIGRP features, the first feature is the dual algorithm. So it makes use of the diffusing update algorithm for the shortest path calculation. The definition of the dual algorithm is the convergence technology is based on the research conducted by the SRA International and employs an algorithm called the diffusing dual algorithm. So this guarantees a loop-free operation. That is the main, the unique function, and even this loop-free operation is been achieved at every root computation, and it helps all the devices present in the topology to synchronize at the same time. So this convergence time it reverses that of any other existing routing protocols. And so this is about the dual algorithm. And moving on to the next feature, which is the increased network width. So let's take for example with the RIP protocol, the largest possible width is 15 hops. So when the EIGRP is enabled, the largest possible width is 224 hops. So by this way, the number of hops or the network width has been increased. And then fast convergence. The dual algorithm allows the routing information to converge as quickly when compared to any other routing algorithm. Then partial updates. Yes, the EIGRP need not wait for the complete updation. It even sends incremental updations to its neighbors. So this even reduces the bandwidth needed for the EIGRP packet transmissions. Next, about the neighbor discovery mechanism. We'll see that under the basic components. So the next one is arbitrary route summarization. Yes, what is maybe arbitrary route summarization, which means automatic summarization. The routes can be summarized, and this EIGRP, it has the ability to create the summary routes at the arbitrary boundaries, but it is done with the help of manual summarization. It can be applied anywhere in the domain, that is on every router or on every interface. And this summary route will be existing in the routing table as long as there is one or more specific routes. route that exists. And moving on to the scaling feature, yes, it can scale to a large network